everyone! Today I have decided to do an updated bookshelf tour. So the last one that I have done, and the only one that I've done, was in 2016, so like 2 years ago. It has been such a long time, and I have definitely acquired a lot more books in the last 2 years. I've been meaning to redo this video mostly because I'm not really satisfied with my old video, and also because it is outdated and my bookshelves have changed immensely since then. To be specific, it has doubled in size, I would say, because not only do I have the bookshelf that you see behind me, but I also have a completely different bookshelf that's under my TV in a different part of my room. And as well as these two bookshelves, I have some books lying here and there around my room that I haven't yet put onto my bookshelves. And the reason for this is because I have my bookshelves arranged in a particular order, and so it's not very easy to just like put these books on my shelves. So for the bookshelf tour, I'm not going to be going over every single book that I have, mostly because I feel like that would take too long, and also I feel like it would get a bit boring to just like read out every book that I have. So I'm just going to basically show you guys my different shelves, and then I'm going to point out some of my favorite books that are on those shelves. And so we're first going to start out with the bookshelf behind me. As you guys will see throughout this video, my bookshelves are arranged in rainbow color. So on the bottom shelf that I have are my black and gray books. I also have a collection of pop vinyls. I also color code them as well. A lot of these are books that I read a long time ago, and so they're my old favorites and not so much my newer favorites, including like The Hunger Games, for an example. And so the second shelf is filled with purple/black books. On this shelf I have a lot of favorites, and the most being the Lunar Chronicles box set by Marissa Meyer, and this is one of my most favorite series at the moment. My favorite book in the series is Cress in particular. We also have The Raven Boys next to it, which is also one of my favorite series, as well as The Scorpio Races, which is also by Maggie Stiefvater and also one of my favorite books. The third shelf on this bookshelf is mostly blue and green books. I have a lot of favorites on this shelf as well, and some of my favorites are The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, Fang from the Maximum Ride series, The Kiss of Deception, Blue Lily Lily Blue, and as well as All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. And this book is the newest book that she has written, and I do this thing with my shelves where basically I put my most anticipated book of the time and I put that book facing outward on display, and basically whenever a new book comes out that I'm really excited for, I usually rearrange my shelves to fit so that that book will be showing. And on the next shelf we have white, pink, red, orange, yellow, and green books, mostly because I don't have a lot of these colors, so they all fit on one shelf. Some of my favorites being Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, Carry On, also by Rainbow Rowell, The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. You can also see some of my different versions of Fangirl because I just had to purchase the different pink variations of the book since my favorite color is pink. This shelf is for all of my larger hardcovers that aren't like the normal size. So some of my favorite books that we have on this shelf are City of Glass and City of Fallen Angels in the Shadowhunter series. We also have Lord of Shadows and Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Princess, out of order because I wanted to keep it in the rainbow theme that I have going on. And the last shelf that I have on top that I don't really consider, there were books that just didn't fit on my shelf but didn't want to get rid of, and so I decided to just put them up there, and since they didn't really match with the theme, I put them facing backwards so you could just see the book pages. So now I'll be showing you the second bookshelf that I have in my room. So these are my other two bookshelves. I've had these shelves for quite a while now, but you guys have never seen them actually in my videos yet. Like my other bookcase, this one is also organized by rainbow colors, and this bookshelf houses all of my paperback books, whereas my other bookshelf housed all of my hardcover books. So this is the top shelf. Starting off, I have yet another set of the Mortal Instruments books, and this is because the Mortal Instruments series is my favorite all-time book series ever, including the Dark Artifices as well as the Infernal Devices. Although I have not read this book all the way through, one of my more anticipated books on this shelf is The Foxhole Court. White Hot Kiss and Stone Cold Touch by Jennifer L. Armentrout are books that I really enjoyed. Jennifer L. Armentrout is one of my favorite authors as well. Court of Thorns and Roses, Maximum Ride, Anna and the French Kiss, Carry On, a different version of the hardback, Scarlet, City of Bones, of course. On the second shelf we have black books, purple books, blue books, and a little bit of the green books as well. I have a lot of old favorites on the shelf, including the Twilight books, the Morganville Vampires, of course, Evermore, although the rest of that series wasn't as great as the first one, Sweet Evil, Lament, and Ballad by Maggie Stiefvater, The Darkest Minds. My favorites on this shelf are Cress. Of course, I have the box set of the Harry Potter series. I really wanted this box set, mostly because the other versions of the books that I think I have like the first 4 in paperback, and then I have the rest in hardback, which didn't really go together well. Throne of Glass, Legacy of the Clockwork Key, Maximum Ride, City of Ashes, and I also have the audiobook of Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. This is the only audiobook that I own, and it's gigantic. There's like 18 CDs in here, and I have this audiobook because I was in my huge reading slump for like over a year and a half, and I thought that maybe listening to an audiobook while I did like something else like draw would help me get through the book. So the last portion of this bookshelf, I have the Maximum Ride manga books. There's the Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, which is one of my old favorites, and the rest of what's on this shelf is basically storage. Along with these shelves up here, I have 3 random books that I think I just bought and didn't have room on my bookshelves. In addition to my main bookshelves, I have on my dresser a few books that I'm currently reading and that also just didn't fit on my shelves because they're newer buys. So I'm currently reading An Ember in the Ashes, A Court of Wings and Ruin, and Renegades. And a little further back I have Stars Above and the graphic novels that are basically the sequels to the Lunar Chronicles series. So that is all for my bookshelf tour. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would definitely say that this was more of a success than my first video that I made, and that is mostly because I just didn't really know what I wanted to say in my other one. I also kind of didn't really know what I wanted to say in this one. I feel like I'm just better in front of a camera now than I was before, and also I think because the way I filmed it in my other one, I was holding the camera so like I was in frame and I was standing on a step stool trying to get to the high portions of my bookshelf, and I just kept saying like the whole time, as many of you guys pointed out, which I already know, and I wouldn't recommend watching that video. If you do, maybe like watch it with the sound off. I just don't really like that video, and I would change the video to private, but like, I don't know, it's just there. I don't know, just never look back, keep moving forward. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!